mourned in the death as the last few corpses lay rotting on the slimy thoroughfare. The shutters lifted an ancient temperance building high on Poacher's Hill, and red mutant eyes gazed down on Hunger City. No more big wheels. Fleas the size of rats sucked on rats the size of cats, and 10,000 peopleoids split into small tribes, coveting the highest of the sterile skyscrapers like packs of dogs assaulting the glass fronts of Lovely Avenue, ripping and re-wrapping mink and shiny silver fox, now legwarmers, family badge of sapphire and cracked emerald. Any day now, the year of the diamond dogs.
This ain't rock and roll! This is genocide!
Well, that was a fun little look at my towns. I think I've greatly improved my rail system. I don't know if it's necessarily more efficient. It seems like it is, though. It looks a lot better. The tracks are much more rounded, especially over here. They used to be like super jaggedy and goofy looking, but I like how it looks now. So today, what we've got in our ever-expanding republic is I want to set up a whole new chemical operation. Slow things down here. So I've got 3 here, but it's really not enough. It's just not enough. I have to constantly import chemicals for everything because you can see this thing to operate at maximum capacity needs 10 tons, which would be 20 chemical factories because they can only produce half a ton a day. And I need half a ton for my fabric factory, and I need more up here. I can't remember which plant it is. This one? Electrical components? Yeah, there we go. So chemicals are kind of my bottleneck, so I want more of them. So I've set up this. I've got 8 new ones. Oh, and I forgot to build these pumps. Alright, well, let's get building these right now. I don't know if it's going to work, but hopefully it will. We'll spend all the rubles on buildings, because I am way too impatient to wait for them. I don't think it's really worth it to use your own construction industry at this point. It doesn't really save you. I mean, it saves you a bunch of money, but I just feel like the opportunity cost. Oh, so what I used to have up here was a farm directly connecting to this fabric factory, and that was feeding, giving the crops for these buildings. But now what I've done is I've moved it down here, and I'll take it up by truck. And I think this is going to be a much more efficient farming operation too. So I could probably even put another set of, like, a new fabric factory and another set of clothing factories. I think this will work. What's this guy doing? Oh boy, it's all jammed up. Okay. Get this going. What I am going to need is several trucks. So I'm going to need covered trucks. I'm going to need 2 for hauling gravel. I'm going to need 2 hauling grain. And I'm going to have 2 haul grain up to that silo. That is my plan. Oops. Alright, so these guys will go from this silo. You're gonna go unload there, unload there. Oh, I did this backwards. That's not how I want to do it. I'll have you unload there, 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 there. That will work. Unfortunately, in this game, you can't set their path. Oops, I don't want that. Oh, I messed up. Okay, so it'll be unload, unload, unload. And I missed a road over here. Look at this. Watch, after all this, this road won't fit. Oh god, it did. Oh, thank Marks. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got our gravel. No, our food set up. I wish there was like an icon on here, like some indicator that this truck has been assigned and is waiting to leave. Or something. Would be kind of nice. Okay, so we'll do gravel. We'll do the same thing with gravel. I think I'll do 1 truck for 4. That's what I did. I have 1 truck for 3 for the other set that I have. For the food and the wood. And that seems to work just fine. And then I'll worry about the hauling the chemicals out. Oh, did I actually hit go? Okay, I did hit go on all of them. So I have to set them to buy wood because, unfortunately, if you build... when you build your wood cutting... what do you call that? Post? I don't know what it's even called. Once it cuts down all the trees... Oh, putting it down there. That's very nice. When it cuts down all the trees, you can't really cut down anymore. So I read that you can plant trees, and I tried it, and it doesn't seem to be working. So, I don't know. I'm too lazy to be constantly setting up a new wood cutting operation. So I'm just gonna buy wood. I don't care. It just doesn't cost very much. I'll show you. See, when you go into the industry and you go wood cutting post. Yeah, see when these trees are all green, like they can cut down. These ones I planted, no dice. Well, hold on, these ones... You know, maybe they're just not old enough. Maybe it takes a certain amount of time, because these trees I all planted, and they're all green. So it looks like I would be able to cut down those ones. So maybe it's just a certain amount of time has to pass. Yeah, same thing with all these ones. That's weird. Yeah, and all the different kinds. Huh. Alright, well, it must just be not... They must not be old enough. They're not quite ripe for cutting. Okay, so that is half of this operation. The other thing I need is people. So my original thought was that I would build a little housing area here and bus everyone down, and that probably would have worked. But I got to thinking, it's 50 people per building. I've got 8, so that's 400 people. So that's 400 people per shift. So really, I was thinking that I would want 3 times that, because they work 8-hour shifts. So I was thinking I would want 1,200 people. So I thought I would want 12 at least of these prefabricated buildings that hold 150, because I'll need people to like do the schools and the stores and all that crap too. So I figured that many people are going to need a train. So I put it over here, this whole new area, this new town. And I have lots of room I can build on this side, and then my plan is that I can continue this line, kind of like I did up north. So this is the town. I have no idea if it will work. And I built this communist headquarters here. I don't know what it does. Wow, it's expensive. It might be like, I think it might be like a university, actually, but I don't know. So let's get all these built, and we'll move some people in, and we'll see how this goes. And then we can check out the meat that we did last time up north. See how that's working. I actually found out something pretty cool with that. I originally thought that you could not transport it via rail. You can, and I'll show you that. It's kind of weird how it works. I still don't fully understand this game, like why some buildings can transfer stuff they can't hold and some can, and whatever. It'd be nice if it was just consistent. It's kind of like when you build stuff, like if you build it before the road, you can fit so much more, but if you build it after the road, you can't fit it. It's like, come on, it should just be one way or the other. Though, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy that I can jam buildings in super tight. Oh, forgot the train station. Probably the most important part. Oh, burning through all my rubles. Okay, so we're going to buy some trams. I think we'll buy... I like doing them in the 3 sets of 3. I don't know if that's the best or not, or if it's even good, but that's what I've been doing, and I figure might as well be consistent. So I'm going to do one there, this line. So what I did is I set this up so it does actually connect with my main tram line. This whole thing was like an afterthought, but I don't think it's necessary or even particularly useful, to be honest. But whatever. It'll satisfy that little part of my brain that would be driven nuts by the idea that my towns aren't connected, even though my iron town isn't. I guess that's like the punishment town. If you piss off the dear leader, you get sent to the iron mine. I mean, it's not that bad. They even have a hospital now. So once again, I do this. I just like to empty out one building in each area, and then I feel like that kind of helps. Because then any nearby students will be able to move into those places. Let's do one of these ones. I don't know if this upsets your people or not. You'd think it probably would, but I don't know. Oh, there was something I wanted to show you when I had this all laid out. So if you have it in planning mode, as long as you have the actual roads and paths built, and you click this button, it'll show you what it will connect to. So you don't have to wait till everything's built to make sure it connects. I mean, you have to have the roads actually built, but you can have the buildings themselves all laid out and kind of mess around here pathing. So, you know, and like, you don't have to have the roads even, just as long as the paths are connected, it'll all actually connected, then it will work, and it'll show you what's within walking distance. So you can kind of, you don't have to trial and error quite so much. Like, you don't have to like build the actual building and waste millions of dollars. I mean, I did that a lot early on. Okay, where's our tram? 42 kilometers. This thing is going awfully slow. I'm wondering if we try a double one, will it move any faster? Wait, where's this one going? We'll find out. I want to wait till this tram gets to this station before I hit go, so that they're a little bit spaced out properly. Oh look, okay, so this is where the signals can really screw you. So, see, I got this. That all makes sense because I set this one up where it ties in. This is all part of that block because it connects. So what I can do is I can fix that by just deleting this because I don't want more than one train there anyways. So then that fixes it. The other thing I could have done is added a two-way signal right here. But then again, the problem would be that this whole station would be a block. So if there was a station in this side of the track, they wouldn't be able to come in here. Are you really confused now? Are you kidding me? You gonna do this to me? I think the problem might be that I don't have a section of electrified rail somewhere. I'm almost positive. Yeah, look at that. It's this one right here. Because it happened to me. On another section. That exact same thing happened. And it took me so long to figure out. I was like, I must have a signal the wrong way, and I must have a piece of track not connected. And I probably spent like 25 minutes trying to figure out what the problem was. And it was like, oh no, there's one little piece of track that I forgot to click the right type of rail on. It would be kind of nice if the pathfinding... Okay, so it looks like it's the exact same speed. 42 kilometers an hour up this hill. It's not very fast. I'm kind of not pleased with that. I wonder if I should try a different train. So there's just missing gravel. Oh, you know what? I got the wrong trucks for gravel. Those trucks can't haul gravel. Okay, we'll just sell it. That's easier. I'm glad I noticed that now. Dumper. Okay, now I have to figure out which is the best dumper truck. I feel like I want a fast one, because the problem is if I have a slow one, it's going to clog up my roads. Oh, there we go. I like that. Looks good to me. Okay, we go to the aggregate storage. How would we do this? Dump, dump. Dump. Now, I don't like to click the wait until loaded button necessarily, and the reason for that is a lot of these buildings only have one or two, like this one, it only has 2 drop-off points. So if you were to have 3 trucks, what can happen is they'll clog up all the spots, and then it can shut down your whole production line because, you know, one little problem, like one truck waiting. So it's almost better just to have them get out of the way. It wouldn't be such a problem if the buildings all had more, like at least 3 loading and unloading spots, but you know they don't, so you just got to deal with it. So I find, for example, with the clothes factories, I don't mind setting it to the wait until loaded because it does have the 3 bays. But what can happen is if I had 3 trucks trying to load up clothing and it was out of fabric, and I had 1 truck trying to drop off fabric, the 3 trucks waiting to load up with clothing will sit there forever, and then the truck dropping off the fabric can't drop off the fabric, and there you go. And then everything shuts down because of the stupid trucks blocking the entrances. So even if they have 3 entrances, you still got to be careful. So I just find that it's easier than oh, and here's the train messing up. Let's go to the customs house. Let's try that. See, this happens every once in a while, and in fact, there we go. I don't quite understand how he would have gotten in there. I guess if the one was still unloading, it could have done that. Oh well. So far, right now I have 5 trains here, and that seems to be working. I will see. It seems like every time I look, though, there's a problem. I just have to babysit it a little bit. Hopefully they've figured out these trains. Make sure that train's working too. Students, huh? Oh, you know what the problem is? This is not in walking distance for most of these people. I thought this was a workplace, not a college. I thought it was going to be kind of like the TV station or something. Not that I really need it. This game and its finicky roads. I bet connecting that path did not help whatsoever. Oh, it's because it's not connected here. Now let's check it out. Still barely helped. Oh, you know what? I bet. Ah, not my trees. Not my beautiful trees. Well, okay. I guess they'll have to, maybe I'll have to put a bus station down here or something. Ah, well, I don't need... Or what I could do is put... I could put... the student housing. That might work. But I don't think I really... if I'd known that was a college, I actually wouldn't have built it. Because I have plenty of them. I think I have too many educated people. Actually, I say that, but they've solved this problem. I mentioned in the other video that the educated people couldn't work these staff positions. They actually just patched that, so now they can. So that's pretty good. Alright, let's get this playing so we can earn some cash. Alright, so here is the little meat situation we got going on. I think I looked at this. Some of these are actually, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty using up most of this. This one's full, so I could use some more trucks hauling food away from that one. And these are operating. Let's see, do I have extra food in there? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going really well. I'm probably not operating at 100% capacity. I mean, they don't have full people, but I think they're outputting quite a bit. I wish it had like statistics, like how much have you produced, like same thing in the economy and trade. Domestic, oh here we go, domestic production, that's exactly what I was wondering about. Oh, but it doesn't tell you what though. I want to see. I want to see like how much meat do I produce in a year? How much oil do I produce? How much am I selling? How much am I using? That would be cool to see those. Just as the price. Anyway, I would like to know that. So what I've got here, I don't think I didn't have this train here before. So I added this 3-car refrigeration train. I had mentioned that you can't connect the meat storage to a train, and that's clearly not true. So I read on the Steam forums that you can connect it to a cargo station. So even though, check this out, even though a cargo station can't actually hold meat, if you go over there, it holds livestock, but it can't hold meat. It can pull from storage. It is allowed to pull from a storage to a train that has the appropriate cargo container. I'm assuming a road depot is the exact same way, actually. Though, you could just drive into the meat locker, so I don't know what the point of that would be. I guess maybe more loading docks. So, yeah, and this little funny connection here. What I wanted to do, it was going to be so perfect. I wanted to build, where's the meat storage? I want to build a second one. Look at that. It would have fit perfect like a little Tetris piece. And I could have had it come down this way and do the direct, and then I could have had this rail in like nice and straight. But it won't work. You can't daisy chain warehouses or, well, at least not the meat lockers. And I have tried it with granaries, and it didn't work for me when I tried it with a granary. Again, they may patch that, you know, pretty recently. Like hell, next video I do, they might have fixed that problem. But for now, it does not work to do that. But you can haul it by train. And this is producing pretty fast. Like, you know, this train hauls 73 tons. So basically an entire warehouse full. And look at that. By the time the train comes back, it's going to be, you know, it's going to have a pretty good amount in there. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of production I get out of this thing. That is exactly what I was looking for. And so because I have this extra food there, I could probably build an extra 2. Like another set. But the problem, I don't think it'll reach, I don't think I'll be able to get it in range of this bus depot. So, I don't know. I think it's working now. I shouldn't, why mess with a thing that's working? Let's see how many students we see. I still have 1,600 students living at home. Not what I want. See, there's a bunch. Relocate you guys. There we go. So it's going to be a little while before this starts making some money because I got to wait for these crops to grow. Now I could go in here and set it to auto buy crops, but I don't know, I'm kind of lazy. Okay, good, they're loading up. See how many workers we got here. Passengers. Now what I'm curious about, will this guy, see, why is he pulling passengers down this way? Oh no, he's going north. Did I go crazy? Where's my, there it is. There it is. Does he have passengers? He's got nothing. I am curious if the students will get on the train station here, ride over here, and then ride up. I want to see if that actually works. Because I'm fairly certain, I mentioned before that I'm fairly certain they will do that, but I don't know. So I think if there's students getting off on this train station, he's not picking them up. No, see, you know what? I don't think it will work. I don't think. So, I may have mentioned this. The people will go to a station. What they'll try and do is they'll try and meet their needs in walking distance. And if they can't, they'll go to a train station or a bus station. They don't know where that station connects to, or even if it has no vehicles, if it's just an empty station, they'll go there and wait. So it looks like they'll go there and wait, and unless the train directly goes to somewhere where they can satisfy their needs, it looks like they won't actually get on it. Now I wonder if I set it so that this train goes here first and then goes here, would they be smart enough to get on the train, stay on the train? That might work. But at that point, I'm just going to build a bus and bring them to the college. Does this actually connect? Okay, good. So it'd have to, because I got people in it. Oh, a gravel road. Why? Why would I do that? Only the fastest and finest roads in this republic. Buildings without power supply. Oh, no, I forgot to buy the things for the farms. Fool! Fool! So it automatically assigns fields, huh? I don't know if I like that. Oh, there's no road connection. Now, I could build gravel roads, which is maybe would be smarter, but the reason I don't like the gravel roads... Oh, really? Are you going to do this to me? I don't like the gravel roads because the maximum speed is 60 kilometers. You can get a lot of these trucks that can haul grain that move a lot faster than that. The farming equipment doesn't, but the hauling trucks do. So I mean, I feel like it's... I guess if you were playing on the harder difficulties where you have less money, you probably would have to do this all as gravel roads. But you know, once you have a set up economy and if you start with the $10 million, you know, you can... All right, so I'm gonna have to bulldoze this thing. So it won't let you level out the ground if it's too close to an already built building. Even if it's going to flatten it more than it is, it just won't let you. So sometimes... See? Look at that. Now it's fine. Oh, and now that I built that, it's not going to let me build this field. Watch. Big field. Oh, no, I guess it was a medium. Oh, it was almost... Oh, look at that. And it likes to do this with the roads, where it doesn't put them in. Okay, haha. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's start with this one. There. How am I doing this? That seems okay. This one is going to get all of these. And that one. We'll see how this goes. I do feel like I probably mentioned this when I was setting up that farming area. It does seem to be going pretty well. Like here, I've got 4 farms for this amount of farming area. It's too much. That's not efficient. Like these are never full. Whereas up here, you know, well even these ones with all the trucks hauling it, they're not really full. But you can see there's a little bit of food in here. Like it is producing. And this guy is actually right full. Wattage 0.2. Is that? I don't know what that means. I think it means I don't think the farms actually need money. Or sorry, electricity. Yeah, see? But yeah, even this tractor has a top speed of almost 60 kilometers an hour. So, of course, the dirt road wouldn't bother the tractor, but these trucks... Man, it would be nice if there was a way to see the, you know, the statistics. Like top speed. I guess you got like what it can haul, but top speed would be nice to know. Now my question is, did this tunnel get built as a gravel road? That would be really sucky. Hopefully not. If so, I'll have to... Well, I'll never know. They might just drive slowly through a tunnel. Let's turn this damn wireframe off. Ah, yes, look at all the people. Escapes, 233. 39. Oh yes, let's empty out this building. Okay. I wish... Yeah, every time I play this I say that. I wish that there was a way... If they would just auto-move in to the open spots, it would be... That would be much better. Yeah, because now I'm like, well, I emptied this house, but I guess... It's already full. There was so many students here. So maybe... Is this one... I'll pick one that's... This might be a good option. I would like it if these houses were also, or so not the houses, but the menus, the windows were a little smaller. Because as it is now, you open it up and it blocks half the screen, and you can't really see anything. It's like when you're trying to assign vehicles to a route. Like that screen blocks it up so much. Oh yeah, there we go. So what I can do... Yeah, so they won't even... So here, I'll just uncheck these. I won't even let them come here. Since they're not going to. Now I think what'll happen if I do that these people will wait the maximum time, and then they'll just leave, and then they'll quit wasting their time. They won't come here anymore. Oh, our train's broken again? Yeah, see, here we go. Go to the custom house. Let's try that. You can do it. I know you can. Now, is he gonna try and take this path again? Like an idiot? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I mentioned this, and look, here he is doing it. Why, oh why, would he take a path he can't take instead of taking a path that he could take? That makes no sense. So, I have figured out a fix for this. At least this worked before, so let's find out if it works. I delete that. Make sure the game's paused when you do this, because if you have it unpaused and take it out, this train will run into him, and then they'll be both in the same block, and then they're all messed up. And they don't like it. No, don't do that. Go to the custom house, you idiot. Come on, turn around. Nope. So this... Okay, if I tell him to go to the custom house, turn around, tell you to go to the loading station, turn around, and if I go like this and make it so he can't come in there, there. I still don't understand why it does that every once in a while. And I feel like it is a bug because, you know, like 9 out of 10 times, they'll do it the proper way. Like if this one's red, he'll take the green path. I don't know why. That's what's really frustrating about the trains in this game is they're like inconsistent, and I'm pretty sure it's just buggy behavior. All right. Let's see how much cash we're making now. Last month. Wow, 1.2 million this year. So far, 11 million bucks. So I think it's been pretty much a year, like one game year since the last time I played. And yeah, like, see my missing resources, concrete. My trucks have actually built this whole thing. This has been all my own construction. So that's not too bad. How much would it cost me to finish it? Oh, it's still going to cost a bunch. But I don't need a power plant yet. Oh, actually, I say that, and then this thing's at like maximum capacity. How about these guys? Okay. Well, yeah. Once that gets built, I'll probably be wanting it. But yeah, we've got a pretty good little economy going. So I think what I'm going to do next time is get rid of this meat industry I've got here, and then try and set it up to be a much better liquor distillery operation. I've been thinking on it. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, because like I said, I think I can just get rid of these two farms, but I think I'll actually get rid of this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think for the amount of fields I have here, 2 farms will be plenty. And then, I'm not sure, 3, 4 distilleries? We'll find out. I say that and then my warehouse is full of liquor, but the problem is if I get this train going, he'll ship all that liquor out way faster than I can produce it. And then my people have no booze, and they're very, very upset. Alright, so this is all set to auto buy right now. That's all fine and good. How are my kindergartens doing? Not all full. What about my school? Alright, perfect. I feel like most of the people in here are they were adult students that were living at home, so there won't be a lot of kids right now. But in you know, in 1 or 2 game years, there'll be a lot of kids, I feel like. We'll see. I don't know when they can stop having kids. Like, yeah, see, the average age in these apartments is like 46, 47. Yeah, they're all old people. 50. So I don't know if they can still have kids. Like, can the women still have kids at 50? I don't know. I'm not sure how it models that. I wish you could set granaries to, like, will it let me? Oh my god. Wow. Here I was saying I wish the thing, and it was already true. So yeah, so now my trucks will pick up this tiny amount of grain from here, and at least kickstart this operation. And then I'll have to worry about my chemicals. And actually, that's fine, because this guy's just buying crops directly. And stuff like that. Let's have a look. Wood is like super cheap. I think I talked about this last time, how I wanted to cut down all the trees. Yeah, but it's worth nothing. I mean, there's other stuff that's worth less, but not much. So, I would say if you have to buy wood, don't sweat it. It's not that big of a deal. The amount of money you're spending is tiny. Really, any material. Like, I'm buying chemicals. Really, I'm buying chemicals for this plant. I'm buying chemicals for my fabric factory. I'm buying chemicals for my plastics factory. Like, I'm obviously supplying some of them with these 3 chemical plants that I'm currently running, but it can't keep up. And I'm still making a ton of money. And chemicals are like the most expensive thing you can buy. So, and I don't know if the delivery cost is, if they calculate it as a portion of the total cost, or if they do it as per ton. That'd be kind of interesting. Because yeah, I could be spending a fortune on delivery costs for chemicals. Oh, this is not what I wanted. This is the other problem. I think I need to change this train, the steel hauling train, and take away one of the cars, or 2 of the cars, because he burns through. He takes so much steel it actually interferes with my production. Yeah, see, because what'll happen. I mentioned this when I was showing you how I had this set up. If this factory doesn't have a full storage and it's operating, like see, I got 130 people working right now. It's going through its storage so quickly that this building actually can't pull. So I had set this truck to haul between them, or haul straight to this one, so that doesn't happen. It's dumb. It should be able to just pull directly from this storage. But when that train's sitting here sucking up the storage, it pulls everything and yeah, shuts down my production. Which is too bad. Oh, look at this. I'm actually burning through all my coal too. Okay, time to turn the steel mill down. Well, that just goes to show you. I think my transport system here is working really well, because it's been a long time since I've had problems with that, of eating through all this coal. Because I have had trouble actually getting enough workers here to keep it full. I don't think I've seen 500 workers there in a long time. So I was considering this, and that's actually why I originally built this coal operation here. I was thinking that I might, I believe I talked about this, that I want to maybe put another line in here and actually haul coal that way. The other thing is I could do conveyor belts, but I don't know. I guess I could zigzag across here. I'm not really sure. That could be maybe why I was having... Yeah, this guy's probably got no coal. How about these mines? Oh, they're operating pretty good. Well, you know, it's okay. Unemployed workers, 1,700. That's not good. I wonder if it's some of these bums. Seems like I have quite a few jobs, though, for these guys. I don't know if the best thing to do is to direct connect these things with the oil pumps. That's what I did. I mean, they use 1 ton a day. I mean, the problem is with the oil, you can't haul from a tank. So you have to have the fuel offloading station anyways. So, I don't know. It just seemed like the pumps are pretty simple. I mean, they can cross over roads and paths and stuff. When you're laying them, if you use the E and Q buttons, you can raise it like a bridge. So this one's a little goofy, but it's what you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Well, this seems to be working not too badly. Number of workers. Taverns, they've got all that stuff. You guys have got all that. Yeah, I like it. Well, I think that is probably it for today. We'll have more excitement next time. One day, I'm planning on building over near the western border, and so I can get those sweet US dollars. Sweet, sweet greenbacks. But that's for another time in the future. All right, until next time.